Good evening and welcome to Capital D. This evening's programme is full of visual treats as we concentrate on photography and meet the people behind the lens. On now to a different type of photography. After years spent building up his printing business, a life-changing event prompted Gerry Andrews to sell the business and change jobs. Nowadays, he spends most of his time doing the things he likes. I went to visit him at his home in Rathmichael.
Seven years ago, my wife died from cancer, and it was a defining moment in my life. There had to be a reason to get up in the morning. I had always been interested in photography, always interested in travel, and I decided to combine those two in order to try and get some kind of a focus back in my life again. I have always been passionate about photography. In actual fact, I contemplated becoming a professional photographer in the 70s. But, you know, back then I really spent a lot of time taking photographs of the milk market in Limerick. And that was a fantastic place. It was a fascinating place. And the characters, the people, just amazing people. That's one of the old characters from the milk market back in the 70s. She was an amazing woman because every week she would turn up with a different head bonnet on. For instance, that's one week, and the following week then she'd turn up with something like this. And she was an amazing woman. She was full of style. Even though she had very little, she was very style conscious. Her name was Moll. We talk about where we are now as a society. You just don't see Irish people like this anymore. You know, this is in the 70s, into the 80s. We've moved a long way. You have now got to travel to a third world country to see such characters and faces.
And is part of your photographic philosophy to document a changing world or a disappearing world?
It does. I've just recently been to Ethiopia because I was aware that the tribes in Ethiopia are disappearing very quickly. The Ethiopians are building a dam which will divert the Omo River. But these people are going to be displaced. The only display of modernity I found in the Omo Valley was that Kalashnikov had replaced the bow and arrow and the spear. This young lad is only about 19, 20 years of age, and you can see that there's an awful lot of scarification on his body. And how they do that, and it's pretty gruesome to watch, they cut their skin with a blade, and then they rub ash just beneath the skin, and as the wound heals, it's raised.
Tell me about this lady here.
She's a member of the Mercy tribe. Now, the Mercy tribe are known for their lip plate. The size of the lip plate effectively dictates how many cattle that her family will get when she marries.
So the bigger, the better?
The lip plate, the more cattle she gets. And as I say, the lip plates vary from person to person, and they gradually develop the size over time. They'll start small and then enlarge it as time goes on, as the years develop.
And do they wear the lip plates all the time?
I don't know. I've seen them with and without. You know, within the village, a number of people were walking about without lip plates, and you wish that they did put them back in because it's an ugly sight. The people with the lip plates certainly looked a lot prettier than those without. Gruesome and all as that looks.
And the portraits that you achieved with them, they look right into our eyes. How did you get that?
I like to engage with the individual, specifically eye contact. I try to capture the essence of the individual through their eyes, and I wait for a twinkle, the sparkle of light to hit their eye before I'd snap the shutter. This lady here is a Cambodian lady.
Now there's a smile.
There's a smile.
That's a smile you accept.
Okay. This was in the killing fields of Cambodia. And when you look at the age of that woman, what she had been through, she had gone through the war, she had survived the war, and she had seen her family end up like this. When you capture the essence of an individual, you're learning about the person, their culture and their country. And I come away enriched by that experience. You know, there's I've come across the most fantastic people in the most remote locations. And, you know, I don't think if I wasn't taking photographs I would have been afforded the opportunity to meet such people. Yeah, I'm a member of the Dublin Camera Club, and we meet every Tuesday evening. There's an opportunity for members to showcase their work, get some feedback, and they don't hold punches. They'll tell you what to think, and that's good, because that's an opportunity to learn. This is the Liffey, just up near Capure.
All right.
And again, you know, you don't have to travel too far from your home to get
Beauty.
beauty. In this case, the light is just hitting the cobwebs on the
With the dew.
With the dew and so on.
And when you consider your photography and the places it's taken you to and the people you've met, would you say that has changed your worldview at all?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, when you consider what has happened in Ireland in recent years, the whole world has changed for it. But no matter how bad things are, when you visit Cambodia, Nepal, Peru, Ethiopia, yes, things are tough in Ireland, but by God have we got it good compared to some of the places that I've visited.
And the best of luck to Gerry from Capital D with his future projects.